Episode 6. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so ready.
Awesome. What world are you guys on?
I'm on,
Jade,
and I'm on
I'm
Sanctum
on
of Ra.
Tarnish Coast.
Jade Quarry.
Alright, so I've got 3 of you grouped here right now. Can anyone who isn't grouped up go ahead and add Claw Iron Eyes? That's Klaw space Iron Eyes, all one word. RONUIES.
Claw Iron Eyes.
And then once you get to the Silver Waste, you'll be able to just join in on him by right-clicking on his profile in your party window and selecting Join in the Silver Wastes.
Oh, what was that name again? Sorry.
Yeah, please say it again.
KLW space Iron Eyes. IR. Well, we can also probably put it into chat.
Yes, if you can figure out how to do that.
I got somebody.
Yay, it's me.
CLAW space Iron Eyes.
K.
It's K.
Okay, that's what I'm doing wrong. I feel like a moron.
That's the common spelling, don't you know
There's a
that?
space. Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
Right, it's up in chat for anyone who hasn't seen it, but it looks like y'all might be all grouped up. Awesome.
It says the
You're
world
just-
is the world I'm attempting to join is full, so I'll just stay in my instance. We're all gonna go into the story quest anyway, right?
Yeah, we can try to join in on you.
There's a lot of people standing around. Give it a shot.
I'll move over to you.
Oh, it looks like it worked. Yeah, I see. I see Ying.
Awesome.
Alright, we are all partied up, and I believe we're ready to go. Do you want to introduce the sit-off scene?
Yeah, so I guess let's start. Does everybody know everybody that's online at this point?
I don't think so.
Some people.
I'll
More or
start. I'm
less.
Stephen Waller. I'm the Associate Game Director on Living World. And with me is the lovely and talented.
Liz Kirstein, I'm the Associate Global Brand Manager for ArenaNet. And we are joined by...
Oh, Lizzie Stewart. You probably know me from Square Enix, but now I'm at ArenaNet. I'm so excited.
She's our awesome PR person.
It's okay, guys.
On the phone with us, Lizzie, do you want to run through who's here?
Sure, we got Bill Murphy,
Hey, this is me from MMORPG.com.
and we got Lydia from NeoSeeker.
Hi.
Kent, I'm not sure who you're with.
He's with me.
With Guru, but I also write for Guild Mag too. So
And
Excellent.
Curse.
And we have Matt as well.
Hey, and I'm from Zame.com.
Awesome.
Awesome. Glad to be hearing some familiar voices there. I know I've had conversations and played with some of you before, so welcome back. I guess I'd start by saying, does everybody know how to kind of get set up? Do they have the Living World? Did you already unlock the episode? If not, you get the little green star in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. That should take you into your story journal. And then under the Living World Season 2, you'd want to choose Episode 6, Tangled Paths. And then you can choose to play that episode, and that's how we'll get things kicked off. Or if you've been playing already, you can replay the episode.
I was gonna say I may have beaten it already.
Cheater.
Just
Vader.
come along with us, and feel free to choose replay, or you could just come along for the ride.
Get some achievements.
Yeah. So, how many of you played episode 5?
I did. I actually just
I
finally
didn't.
got
I
to
did.
finish it today, so I'm all amped.
Great,
Very
great.
good.
So, obviously, where we left off with the end of episode 4, it was that, Mordremoth was recognized as the greatest threat to Tyria. We had convinced all the world leaders that we needed to act upon this threat. And so in episode 5, we moved out into this new area, Silver Wastes, and have set up a packed base where we have been sort of fighting back the Mordrim on the front lines here in the various towers around the map. And so today we're going to pick up with episode 6 and see where it leads us. So you should start by getting an email.
Is it an email? Is it really an email?
A mail.
It's a mail. I mean, a bird dropped it off, right?
If it was from E, it might be.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an ether mail, right? Yeah.
So we're being asked to come and help out. Logan is saying he's looking forward to seeing this and that we should head over to Camp Resolve, which is where the Pact has set up their base out here. And so we're going to go ahead and join into that instance and see what the heck is going on. I know the team had a lot of fun really building out the base and kind of establishing what this setup would look like, of having all the leaders kind of contributing and various races and all those folks here. And I think they did a really great job of setting that up and reestablishing the Pact symbol here, which people may not be as familiar with if they haven't done some things through the personal story. So we're going to head on up here and check out what's going on with the iconics that are available. Of course, those of you that played through previous season episodes saw Ritlock jump into a big old hole in the ground after his sword, and so at this point he is still missing in action. We're not sure where he is or what's going on, so we're left with the remaining iconics. So here we'll chat with Logan.
We're going to not exactly rush through these conversations with NPCs and stuff, but of course you can replay all these instances, so if you feel like you are not getting the full dialogue experience, feel free to come back and play these on your own time, but we're going to try and kind of move through these at a reasonable pace.
Yeah, I kind of like the note here of tying together for the one that I'm in, where if you choose that you are serious firepowers, Zoe just sort of lays that out to you like, what? You're like 74% of our firepower, and you're like, yeah? And she says, well, Timey's been teaching me that, because if you played previous episodes, she likes to put percentages on things like chance of survival in the lane in one of the previous episodes. So it's kind of fun to see that their relationship continues on, and now we're getting a chance to see a little bit of her perspectives.
Yeah.
So one of the challenges that the player has going on right now is, we know that you were involved in sort of bringing this idea of the Pact needing to get involved and Mordremoth is the greatest threat. But we've also kind of been given this other direction to pursue, where we're trying to figure out, what's going on, with this vision that the Pale Tree provided. And so we've kind of got a little bit of a split areas of focus. We're trying to do our best to support the Pact, and we do that in a lot of ways through participating in the open world and fighting back the Mordrum. But also we've kind of got our own mission where we're trying to figure out, what's going on and decipher the vision that we were given. And so here we're kind of breaking the news a little bit to the iconics that for now, we've got a few things we need to take care of, and we're not going to be able to hang out with them too much. And of course, they are just now learning about the previous instance where we went in and saw Glenn's lair. Previous episode, that is.
Yeah. Which is, the dragon is kind of a big bomb to drop on these people specifically, who are kind of, intimately involved with fights against the dragon and with Glint herself.
Yeah, but this is a good one, right? I mean, that's what we're hoping.
Maybe one day we'll stop being mad at Logan for basically letting her die.
Ooh, I'm fighting words.
Shots fired.
Yeah,
So here we're sort of reinforcing that idea that we saw the visions, so to speak, of the masterpiece in Glint's lair, and that we believe that he's got the egg for safekeeping. And for those of you that remember, all the way back to episode 1, basically we saved the masterpiece from Aaron, and he had kind of indicated like his work wasn't done and he needed to continue forward. And at the time for us, it didn't seem like anything relevant to what we were up to. But as we're kind of coming full circle, we're realizing that, okay, the masterpiece actually had a mission, and the Zephyrite were protecting this egg, and so now we're back on the trail once again of the masterpiece to try and figure out what's going on and hopefully piece together some pieces of this vision that we've been given. It's also an interesting note here that, the idea of a dragon egg isn't necessarily just okay, well, we know that Glint, tried to help us in the past, but dragons generally like to cause a lot of problems. So, there's a little note here about, we really need to be careful about if we do come across this egg, that, it could potentially be a bad thing, too. And so there's a little bit of hesitancy on really kind of thinking this is just going to be a great thing, because it might not necessarily be. And so obviously the Iconics, who you've done a lot of great adventures with, are interested in working with you, but they also have the respect, give you the respect to understand that when you have something that you need to take care of, that it's for a good reason. And so we are sort of crossing over into our other group here, which is the group that we've been involved with primarily in the Living World episodes. And so now they're catching us up on kind of what's been going on.
We need to find the aspect masters. It has something to do with the boss's vision.
Of course, not everyone was in Glint's lair, so Marjorie and Casimir are trying to give them a sense of what was going on there.
Glint's Lair was amazing. I had so much fun with that.
That's super good to hear. I'm a big fan of the original Guild Wars, so I remember the first time I got to see it in playthroughs. It was a really neat experience, and I'm so glad that we were able to share that with fans.
The boss fight, the way it built up, was really well done too, actually. It didn't feel too overwhelming. You kind of knew what you were doing. I liked it.
Yeah, there was a lot of passion on the team surrounding, building out the library and creating an updated version of Glint's Lair, and certainly building up the game mechanics in the, with the various bosses leading up to the final boss, and some unique mechanics as well. There was a lot of diversity in the type of gameplay that was involved, so we were very proud of that episode in general. So now what we're trying to do is figure out, we don't know exactly where the Master of Peace is because we haven't seen him since we rescued him in episode 1, but we did recently see the Aspect Masters, and we know that they're sort of the second in command, the lieutenant, so to speak, of the Master of Peace, and they were looking to head out in search of him when last we talked to them. And so right now we're going to try and figure out if we know where they went, hopefully pick up their trail. And we're still making the point of we kind of want to keep the egg on the down low. We don't want that information getting out there for everybody. So when last we saw Timey, she was actually sort of nicely harassing the Aspect Masters to give them some more information. So we're on the trail to see if maybe she knows what became of them.
You doubted me.
And Timey, of course, has been was in search of this Char and is working with him to sort of increase her knowledge. We're not exactly sure what she's working out yet, but she's definitely sort of in a training period with Brune here. Brune, I think is how you pronounce it.
You can get Spitter.
And again, just a slight reminder, we saw in a previous episode, Tiny was exposed a little bit when she was outside of her golem, and so, we are still kind of in that mindset of she's, we kind of keep an extra eye on her a little bit. She's a little impacted by it as well. Probably why she's doing a little bit of investigation with this guy to figure out maybe what she can do to kind of improve her abilities moving forward. But for now, she's kind of not directly involved in the action. Just learning about heat ratios and metal density.
Sounds fun.
And she's also got some key information for us that Aspect Masters kind of were last headed, which gives us a good example of where we should start off looking.
Yeah, and again, a very small reminder that she wants to know why, but you kind of you can't tell her here from a room, so you just kind of have to ask her to touch base with Brom later to get the full scoop.
Yeah, I feel like you don't want everyone in theory knowing that, right?
Sure, there will be strong reactions one way or the other on that.
We've only just gotten the races to kind of buy into this plan, so
You stalking us, King?
Yeah, she's just hanging out back there, weirdo.
That's a little creepy. Let's see what she's got.
Oh, hi, didn't see you there.
So it looks like Kate is wanting to come along with us, so yeah, she's also kind of not sure if maybe Air's got a thing for a young Norn or not at this point. Not everybody knows that relationship yet, I guess, so we'll just kind of say, yeah, she's not staring and let Air hopefully explain that at some point.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh, it's like
Keith,
Luke Skywalker
please.
all over again. Stop, Keith.
Oh God.
Alright, if you aren't the instance owner and haven't played through this before, when we end this instant in a minute, you should accept the progress as your own, so you can keep kind of moving forward, and we'll have you do double duty for you.
Yay, loot.
So we know that the Aspect Masters have headed out southwest, and that's our best bet for hopefully track down the Masterpiece. So we're going to head out that way and see what we can see. Here we've got our trusty cannons manning the entranceway here, so securing the camp for us. And if you haven't been in this content before, you can talk to the scout and get kind of an overview of what's going on in the map in terms of the various forts that are set up and sort of holding that front line against Mordremoth's forces. And the open world content in this episode is being extended. The overall meta in episode 5 was protecting and upgrading all of the forts to a point where eventually you would be able to fight some bosses. And I won't spoil it for you yet what gets added, but in a few minutes I'll drop that on you. But we've extended to that content this time around. So here we've got a little something.
Supplies there.
It seems the Aspect Masters have been traveling in this general direction. One of the things that we really like about Season 2 in particular is this idea of sort of intermingling, traveling through the open world and having the story flow in and out of what's going on and be tied to the open world. And in particular, in this release, we wanted to make sure that we opened up a large portion of the open world content in episode 5, because that is kind of the story, is the overall battle in this area of the Pact and the Mordrum forces. So in this episode, we just extend to that in terms of gameplay, rather than what we did in episodes 1 through 4, or actually 1, 2, and 4, where we opened up more even chunks of map. This time, we felt like the story dictated that we wanted to have this overall war effort sort of going on in the map all at once. And so we're basically building on that as we go.
And I think that's important that we don't really let ourselves get locked into, well, this is how we did it in the first half of the season, so we should definitely make sure to, copy that exact same thing. We look at, what makes sense for the story we're trying to tell, what makes sense for this set of episodes, rather than what is most like what we have done before.
That's right, yeah. So here we've got a unique marking, which if you were involved in any of the previous festivals or Bazaar of the Four Winds from previous times, it looks like kind of a combination of the various symbols that we've seen that represent the various aspects. So it's kind of an interesting, I was going to say interesting marking, but it appears that it's a mysterious marking.
Get your marking terminology
I
straight.
need to be correct. So looks like all of this is leading up to, maybe they've kind of slid in here, and so
this door here.
we're going to follow after them and see if we can't find the Aspect Masters.
Rock is an illusion.
Aspect Masters passed through here recently. We're close.
A quick word.
Alright, we're gonna follow Kate into this creepy dark cave.
After what she was just doing earlier, I'm not sure if I want to.
I never follow Kate anywhere.
Creepy plant.
Not without a fork.
Perhaps he's being super helpful and thrown down some torches.
For those in my party, I'm basically a walking torch, so
Sweet.
helping you out.
That guy looks friendly.
Almost ready.
Here, this is kind of another variant on this vine, which is quite deadly if it gets you in its grasp and keeps you within its little radius. So it's kind of a new style of
Yeah, not a fan.
fighting.
It's pretending to be a guardian.
Oh no, that doesn't work anymore.
Oh, get off me.
Don't worry, I'm a warrior. I got this.
Good, because I'm clothy.
Punch around. You get an opportunity.
The big old hammer was kind of.
Clearing our way out here, we've got a gate that's actually blocking us from being able to press any further into the cave over here. So we have to try and stay alive here and take out some of these guys. I think Rox even said, "Are these guys here like, to slow us down?"
No. No.
They're just here to hug.
That's exactly what they're here for. That's why they keep pulling us in.
Yeah, so now we've got a new creature up here at the gate, so we're going to start wail on him a little bit and keep him from being able to some of his skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like these guys and their stacks of torment and everything.
They're still. I still hated the wolves more.
So it looks like we're able to get through the gate now, so let's push in a little further here and take on these Aspect Masters.
I probably use Death Shroud once in a while. Whoa!
I know, right?
Pretty.
He looks friendly. I want a mini of it.
I was just gonna say that you beat me.
And bam.
Oh, you're dead.
Ugh.
Oh.
No, that's just a flesh wound.
She's fine. She's clearly fine.
It's going to be a tough.
I think he went after the DPS first.
It's okay. Just rub her back to life. It's fine.
It'll buff out.
Hearing their reactions, I feel bad for kind of joking about that.
Silver weapon,
Ugh. I think I'm gonna attack what John's attacking here. I'm just gonna pull that out of thin air.
Oh, that's a lot of mobs.
Whoa. That's alright. I have this. And that. And nothing else.
That worked.
This is
I love the aspect skills. They're so cool and unique.
So when do we get Marjorie's sword?
Is it available through the Blackline Trading Company?
Every now and again.
I think I'm actually wielding her axe right now.
Yeah, I'm using her sword, but I like her infused one a lot.
You mean the Belinda infused sword?
Ouch! Yeah, the Belinda sword.
That's kind of a one-time item. I'm not sure everyone's thrown around with the Belinda infused version.
There's only so much Belinda to go around.
That's true.
I mean, because that version allows necromancers to become great sword wielders.
Confirmed. Next patch.
You guys res, I'm going to try to put a little bit of pressure here. Try to get you out of here now.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
This layered ring area of attack is
And I'm defeated.
No.
I thought everything was going so well.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe the Master of Lightning's got me. Maybe. Nope. She left me.
That charge though.
Ouch.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
the charge.
not want to be in front of that.
I mean, unless, you know, I have Aegis on me for something.
Side for a second.
Should have brought the Guardian.
You know, I have a Guardian I was gonna bring too. Even then, I don't, with as many times as he's charging, I don't think I'd have enough Aegis to go around.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit Dyak Signet, but it only lasts, you know, one charge.
Oh, look out.
That doesn't look good. I'm gonna get out of there. Oh.
It's okay, guys, I'll distract him with my corpse.
It seems to be working.
We're coming for you.
No,
Safer.
Nope, nope.
Oh,
GG my team. Good job. Way to put them in their
yeah,
place.
how's the other team doing?
We rocked it. Other team is in the process of rocking it.
See, when I first did this, I did it with my mace and my shield, and I did it alone, so I didn't have any ranged weapons. It was
A pain.
yeah.
It was easy, you mean.
Mace OP.
Oh god, he's like chewing on my face.
Again,
I'm hoping that he will move and I can res here in a second.
it's all friendly stuff. He was just kissing. Oh, look out again.
Those Mordrum kisses, though.
So good. I can't get enough. I don't know about you guys.
That's all I play the game for.
I'm gonna write a song. Mordrum kisses.
Just don't get wrong.
Tambourine.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
a tambourine. A piccolo.
Up. Get somebody up.
I think Ruby's got more health than me.
He's got a little more health.
I'm very
Oh,
close.
he's back to give me those Mordrum kisses.
Very close. Okay. Alright.
You got this. You got it.
Mordrum kisses. Watch out for one.
He looks a little
Ah,
confused.
there we go.
Oh, thank you.
What do you mean?
Any ranged? There you go. Put a little pressure on.
Oh, and a nice rifle too.
You know, those thrashers remind me vaguely of the fanged Obogas from Nightfall.
Oh yeah.
They're a bit like that in the head area.
And you hear that NPC in Divinity's Reach talk about eating ibogas, and I'm like,
What?
Sure. Whatever floats your boat, man.
Nutrients.
I like the Nord who was the sous chef talking about what he wanted to, was it the bloodstone dust?
I would contribute to his Kickstarter if he did that.
Oh, I thought it
That's
was
not
far
too
away.
bad, actually.
He's almost gone. Damn it, he's just out of range.
If Only we had a mesmer. Could hit him from across the world.
Do it. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that one little char.
Heal sync, heal sync.
Maybe if I throw my gun at him, he'll catch on fire and die.
he's almost dead.
Do it.
There we go. That wasn't hard.
Team. Woohoo, team.
Oh, there's a star.
Took us twice as long as the other group, but I'm not ashamed.
It clearly means warriors and necros need a buff.
That's a pretty OP. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't think anyone would ever say that about a warrior.
I'm a crappy necro, if that helps.
Nonsense.
So,
There are no
unfortunately,
prizes.
one of the aspect masters, it didn't turn out so well after getting impaled. The other one got injured during the fight, so looking like they are out of the fight.
Action for now, yeah.
Use resurrection. Restore life.
This is the mark of the master of
I got this. It's okay.
That is the mark of the Master of Peace.
May glint light your way forward. Now I must get my friend here to safety.
Bye, guys.
What do you know about this Zephyr?
They claim to be heirs of the Brotherhood of the Dragon. You know, keepers of Glint's legacy.
We were with Glint when she fell in the Crystal Desert. Where do you think the Master of Peace is going?
I don't know, but a lot of Zephyrites gave their lives protecting that egg.